Good morning, Eric from Precision Roofing here. We're just taking a look at this home here on a overcast August morning, and we're in Acton, Mass. And just taking a look at some issues this homeowner has with their skylights, and some leaking showing up in their addition. So I just wanted to go over this roof, take a look at some of the issues that I found. This roof's probably, I would say, 10 years old, and just a few things that I take issue with. Not sure who did the roof, but we certainly would have done it a little bit different. So let's take a look at some of the issues. So right away, if we come over, take a look at this. We've got this vent that they reused. They do make vents, newer vents that can be purchased this size to replace this. They're made by Brown, but they decided to reuse that. We never ever reuse anything that's on the roof. Everything always gets replaced brand new. Over here we can see that they were careless when they were installing this pipe flange, and cut that during the process. We would never leave something like that. So just a little bit of carelessness where that's concerned. These bathroom vents, there are two of them, kind of did cut it a little too wide, and relying on a heavy amount of caulking, which is a little unsightly. No need for that much caulking. Same over here with this one. Just way too much caulking. If you cut your shingle nice and tight, and you just need a little bead of caulk around the top of that and the sides. So a little overkill. If we come down here, we can see that our courses aren't too straight. Kind of went a little out of control with those last few courses, and it's evident other places as well on this roof. But the big thing here are the skylights. These skylights they're about 30 years old, so the salesman, the sales rep, whoever came out and inspected the roof before the project was started or sold, really should have advised the homeowners to replace them. It's not always an option. Sometimes homeowners insist on keeping them. So, that seems like it might have been the case here. I'm not sure, but I believe flashing kits are still available even for the older units. So at least bare minimum, I would have redone the flashing. You can see here that the roofers, instead of opening the skylight to redo the flashing, or at least reinstall the flashing, they decided to bend that bottom piece up and bend that out of the way instead of just opening the unit. So the homeowner might not have been home. And again, the company did not explain that they would need to come inside and open those. So we see it a lot. It's pretty common with these guys that are in and out. And so these flashing kits were reused, which, if the skylights were only a few years old, I'd say you could do that. But when they're this old, it's really a good idea to replace those flashing kits. Up here, we're relying on sealant because they're so beat up. We got some old, well, here they decided to put the screw back. But over here, they decided to just throw a roofing nail on in there. So that's not always the best option. Down here on this flashing kit, again, they did the same thing. They bent this up, then they bent this piece up, and they did not set the flashing in far enough. So this should be up higher. So when I lift that, I can actually get a finger down in to that flashing kit, and so that should be sitting a lot further back. We also have a nail here that's pretty loose, and so there's just a lot of areas for moisture to get in here. Another issue, we can see here that the flashing kit, it was so old that it actually separated. So you can see the different color metal right there. That's a hem where the two pieces were interlocked, and that broke during the stripping process. So they just kind of slapped it together, overlapped it, nailed it into place, which is probably why that nail is there, and said you're good to go. And that's really not good to go. So yeah, so these are just some issues that I've found. It looks like we got a short cap here, so instead of extending one more cap underneath this shingle here, they just stopped it short and added some sealant. So looks like the homeowners need a new cap on top of their chimney, but that's not the roofer's issue. So also down over here, looks like we got a dog's ear, which is the drip edge runs down with the rake down to the gutter, and we usually just put a nice little shingle over that, call it a dog's ear, and they did not do anything like that. So not the end of the world, just little aesthetics that do look nice. So all in all, that's about it for this one. You know, there's just little things that roofers can do, you know, before they do the job, the inspection, when they're selling the job, things they need to talk about with the homeowner, and then the installers. You know, the most important day in the life of your roof is the day that it's installed. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.